These are the 11 toughest lessons I've had to learn after 10,000 hours on Upwork and over 20 years freelancing. If you've been freelancing for more than a year and you haven't hit your goals, you're not alone. If you're sending out constant proposals and not hearing anything back other than crickets, you're not alone. There are more than 18 million freelancers on Upwork, but how do you stand out amongst all of that? The average freelancer only makes about $5,850. And even if you're doubling or tripling that, you're in the rarefied air of the top freelancers. But before you go out and buy a trophy, $5,850 over your freelancing career really isn't enough to achieve your life goals. But how do you make the switch from earning almost nothing to achieving what you want with your freelance career? My advice, focus on what not to do. Stay away from these 11 freelancing mistakes and you're going to make a killing as a freelancer. Number one, don't focus on sales. Let's be real here. Freelancing is all about running a business. And just like any business, cash flow is the lifeblood. If you're solely focused on honing your skills as a graphic designer, a website developer, a virtual assistant, or any other type of freelancer, but you're neglecting sales, you're basically cutting off the circulation for your business. To truly thrive as a freelancer, you have to prioritize generating leads constantly. Make it your goal to reach out to as many potential clients as possible every single day, aiming for that minimum 30 to 40 contacts. I found if you do this number of contacts every single day, it eventually compounds and makes a self-supporting freelance income. By doing so, you gradually nurture the beating heart of your freelance business, sales. Number two is don't follow up with prospects. You want to guarantee that you squash sales opportunities? Here's a surefire way to do it. Drop a pitch on a prospect and disappear into thin air like a ghost. There's a marketing principle called the rule of 7. This means that your prospect has to come across your message about 7 times in order to convert. Now, this doesn't mean you should just become annoying and contact them 7 times. The key to avoiding annoying your potential clients is this. Every message should provide value to your potential client. And if it doesn't, well, then you're crossing the line into annoying territory. It's easy to say add value, but what is value? Value is really just teaching a prospect something about their business or offering them something. This could be new data about their industry or a bunch of leads that you found for them. Don't give your prospects value. Here's a valuable tip to break through the noise. When engaging with a prospect, in this day and age, you always hear the advice that you need to add value all the time. It might sound cliche, and let's face it, it often is, because most value is always sent as some sort of pitch. But if you want to prove that you're genuine, just offer them some leads to their business. One of the easiest ways to do this is just to go to a place like LinkedIn, go to the search and type in looking for recommendations for the client's niche, and then sending those leads directly to the client. Don't ask for anything, just give them the leads. This shows that you're putting their business first. Do this enough times and clients will definitely get back to you. Don't build relationships. In business, people are drawn to 2 types of individuals, those they like and those they admire. If you're starting out and lack influence, just try to be likable. Show genuine respect in one-on-one interactions. Don't just try to sell all the time. Take notes, ask insightful questions, and compliment the client's ideas. Being kind and considerate can have a remarkable impact. Don't upsell your services. You're reaching the final stages of your project and you're already starting to look for new clients. But wait a minute, don't overlook the opportunity right in front of you. Tell your current client about some new services that you have that relate to the current project you're working on. How do you do this? Present 3 options. One that's lower than their current project, one that's about the same price as their current project, and one that's higher than their current project. And they all should follow a chronological order. Wait till you've finished one project to start another one. Getting a project and immersing yourself in it can bring amazing satisfaction. However, allocating 100% of your time to that one project can cause a major drought when you're finished. To avoid this, Make sure that you're constantly onboarding new clients and constantly reaching out every single day, no matter how busy you are. Worst case scenario, you can delegate new projects that you get to other freelancers. Don't define your audience. Everyone with a business needs a website. Yes, that's true, but not everyone is your audience. Everyone is too vague. One of the ways that I like to find my ideal client is ask myself, where am I in the project path? There's going to be steps in each project that you do. Surround yourself with connections that are next to you along the project path. These eventually become great sources for new work. Don't communicate. Clients often lack understanding in the process. So being a great communicator and checking in daily helps keep them up to date. They never have questions if you do this. Effective communication prevents problems and avoids lengthy meetings. A simple check-in that might take you 30 seconds to write can avoid a 1-hour meeting later in the week. Make working with you hard. What's your email? Wait, no website? Portfolio is only on Google Drive? I need to DM the person on Instagram? If you want a successful freelance business, you need a proper brand. It's actually really simple, and it goes a long way to show that you're a professional. Choose only one platform. This one is super dangerous. Relying on solely LinkedIn or Upwork or Fiverr causes major issues down the road. It's super risky relying on one platform only. Being limited to one platform can be crushing to your business if all of a sudden there's an algorithm change or you get deplatformed. I've been lucky enough to have Upwork for a number of years and never faced any types of problems, but I hear horror stories all the time of people having great accounts that suddenly get banned. And I know it's hard to understand every single rule, and all it takes is one angry client to ruin your Upwork profile. But they can't take your website away from you. By spreading yourself out amongst a bunch of different platforms like Upwork, LinkedIn, and your website, you basically diversify your income. It's very similar to what financial advisors say when investing. You want to be diversified. If you want the best way to make sure that you're diversified, try to make it so you're getting income off of one social media channel, your website, and then one freelance platform. With that, you never have to worry about work dropping off all of a sudden. Assume work will come to you. This is a major pitfall that can be fatal for freelancers. You spend a ton of time making a beautiful website, an amazing presentation, and a great social media profile. Then you make the mistake of sitting back and waiting for clients to come to you. Then nothing. Let me tell you, that's a recipe for disaster. The most successful freelancers, no matter how good their brand is, are reaching out to new clients every single day. You should strive for both inbound leads when clients come to you and outbound leads when you go to clients. By proactively reaching out to potential clients, you're ensuring yourself a lot of volume of freelance work. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to turn on notifications for my next videos. I'm Scott Luscombe, your freelance coach. I would love to help you. Visit me at www.creatively.com. Keep on growing.